Welcome, 501 Witty Podcast. Like always, hopefully everyone who's watching at home, in the car, listening, however you are consuming this particular product, you've had a great week. You've had a good time. It's definitely, since we are in advance, kind of in the future a little bit, guys, happy Thanksgiving. And also get ready for Christmas out there, guys. So if you have not made your plans for the holidays, get those tickets and all that shit lined up because prices do fluctuate. Gas is high, and also Black Friday started early for most businesses. They don't even do it just on one day.
Right.
They give you the whole month of November because they don't want you motherfuckers acting stupid in the store
That part.
on that one day because people getting trampled, still getting robbed in the parking lot, and they fighting over that shit that they could be discounting throughout the whole fucking year. But that fourth quarter numbers need to be increased, so they're gonna get that. Always do that same yearly trick on all of us.
Yep. They
But-
need to be putting groceries on sale.
Shit, you're right. For those who eat chitlins, I think in Walmart the chitlins like $30 a fucking bucket or some bullshit like that. Or Kroger's. Yeah, I don't eat chitlins. Like I tried.
Noodles? No, y'all can keep them.
I tried, even as a little kid, I tried it. Grandma used to make them motherfuckers. And then as a teenager, I tried again. I added some hot sauce, some cornbread, even with some greens. I just couldn't do it. And then as an adult, I said, you know what? I'm going to try it one more time. And I couldn't do it. And I eat it. I'm not really that picky of an eater. I eat everything. I'm like, I used to do the little mountains and shit on my plate.
I mean, I ain't that picky of an eater, but no, I can't get down with the booty noodles.
Yeah, and so, but those motherfuckers are high out there. I know somebody got some hookups out there. She's selling them $20 a bucket out of her car.
Yeah.
So I mean, hey, you can find your hookups. The black market is always available. Hey, good luck. Enjoy your chitlins, but yeah, I'm agreeing with you. These damn groceries should be on sale.
They need to.
They probably will never do a Black Friday sale on groceries.
I know. That's what we need the most.
Hell, people be dying over fucking noodles and shit like you just spoke to, and eggs and milk and shit.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. It's been a week, but we here.
Yeah.
I got one more week left until my break.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably gonna come out afterwards, but
Yeah.
yeah.
So you gonna get 1 week?
Yes, and then we'll go back for 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And then I'll be out again for like.
That could be my follow-up question because typically, like in college, you have between the middle of December, basically the middle of January.
Yeah.
In your particular line of work, how does that work?
Same. Not the middle of January. No, we go back like at the start.
So basically, you
Go
get
back
like
to
2 weeks,
work
like.
on the second.
Got
this
you.
year.
Is it broke down like I know you kind of teach younger children, but you got some middle school people.
Yeah.
Is it still like 9 weeks and semesters the same breakdown? Gotcha.
Yeah, that's the same.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
They get the same progress reports, all this shit.
All that stuff.
And
The only difference with my placement is because we are a residential school.
Yeah.
And we house from preschool all the way through high school. Our hours are a little different.
Yeah.
Our kids are overschooled, if I'm being honest. Like,
Are you talking about overall now? You speaking to the wider
no,
picture?
I'm just talking about
okay,
where
your
I'm
line of work.
at.
Gotcha.
Yeah, in my line, like specifically my place.
As far as
where
you
I
saying because it's 10-hour days and shit like that?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, our kids, some of them, more than that. Like, they are, especially like our elementary school kids, like if you look at the schedules of like regular elementary school kids, they go to school early, yes, but then they get out at like 2:30.
Yep.
Right? Mm-mm. We go till 3:45.
Like high schools.
Yes.
Elementary
And
kids,
then,
is it?
yes, and then they're still expected to like go to tutoring afterwards for like another hour. Like, it's just too much.
So they done around 5 o'clock.
Yeah. Pretty much.
And gotta be there at 7 something in the morning?
Yes.
Whew.
I think they start serving breakfast at 7:15 in the morning.
Phew. Boy.
Yeah, so it's a lot. And then for the teachers too, like all these schools got their fall break.
Yes.
That's separate from their Thanksgiving break. We didn't get one. Yeah.
Has this been a point of discussions? I mean, it's probably out of your hands, it's over your pay grade, probably, but
Absolutely is, but no, we actually did just bring it up in a meeting that we had this week. My department did with our superintendent. So
did it fall on deaf ears, do you believe?
we'll find out.
Also, they're actually going to take the consideration serious.
We'll see. You know how the government works. They
Yeah.
say they'll do a lot of things, and then
Their mind's already made up. They just go. Sometimes it be formulaic. They just go
Right.
through it. It's got to be available because if you don't have, like, let's say for example, your weekly, quarterly meetings. You don't have open for discussion, and people can complain saying, "Well, we don't ever get a voice."
Right.
So they'll still say, "Okay, we'll make the proper adjustments." However,
Right.
their minds, not speaking for your situation, I'm just saying overall,
Yeah.
their minds are made up, so they're just going through the motions.
Pretty much. Pretty much. And I work for the state, so.
And we're going to talk a little bit about this, but it's human beings as a whole. We are the bane of our own existence.
Yes.
And we always do things. We know that we are part of the problem, but we never get out our own way.
Right.
Like you spoke to the overschooling and shit like that, and long days, and especially for children that may be, I say, challenged.
Mm-hmm.
And they need attention, but at the same time, you need to have you need to be able to reset.
Right.
And even staff.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, our turnover rate is ridiculous. We are so short-staffed right now, but, I mean, I don't blame them. I don't blame the ones that have left.
And it takes, for every line of work or career path that we choose to go on as humans, it does take a certain personality, characteristics, and things like that to make those decisions and go forward long term. And so, like I said, hats off to the people like you in your line of work, because it does take a particular line of personality to even go that direction.
Yeah.
Because you made this decision.
Yeah.
You went the direction you're going currently on, and you've been blessed with your position.
Yeah.
With that said, though, that does come with its own unique challenges.
It absolutely does.
But you're sticking with it up to this point.
Up to this point, yes.
And so, hey, hopefully they take whatever y'all suggested in consideration.
I sure hope so. That'd be fantastic.
Now, I would say, when the ball let's say it does get adjusted, it's up to you and people of your ilk to take advantage of that and either get the rest you need.
Well, I don't know if it would still apply to me because I'm technically our middle school speech therapist.
Yes, ma'am.
And so middle school and high school hours are going to be different from elementary, but I don't see them working that out because of the transportation.
Yeah.
They all ride the same buses, and that's part of the problem. And then you have the ones that stay there, like live there through the week.
Correct.
So it's a little different. So I don't think we're going to get that. I don't think it's possible.
Well, what I was about to say looked like to be a mute point, so I'm going to just leave that alone.
I am a firm believer in separating and having a good work-life balance.
Yeah.
When I'm off the clock, I'm off the clock. I'm
Correct.
not checking an email.
No.
Now, I'm just now, after 4 years working there, gotten to the point to where I'll kind of engage in some outside of work conversation, like text conversation with my coworkers.
Build some kind of rapport.
I would not respond to anything. Anything after hours.
So y'all doing like for example, let's say a simple happy hour or just go and do whatever. Are y'all trying to build relationships like that on that end?
Me and a couple of my coworkers, on my team, we recently have this year. But
Okay.
I'm already antisocial.
We talked about this before, and we're gonna kind of go a little bit more about this here shortly.
I'm already antisocial and like a hermit. So.
It's so funny she says this because she's like next to me on a regular basis and next to us overall. But go ahead.
Yeah, you didn't notice. You probably didn't notice the last time that I was here re-recorded, and I wasn't expecting to have a whole bunch of strangers in here, and I kept walking off to be by myself.
Yeah, but you were still mingling.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be rude.
Was it overwhelming?
Yes.
In that moment?
Yes, that's why I kept
Oh,
coming
shit.
in here
I know
where nobody was.
I did come talk to you separately sometimes, just in conversation.
There was
The
other
guy, the
person
gentleman, yeah.
that was in here, so then I'd go back up there, and that was just way too much. So I just came back.
Oh my
here.
goodness.
Yeah.
Well, that was no malice intent on my behalf.
Yeah, I know it's not. No, I know. But I told you I
Yeah.
have social anxiety, so this is close quarters with people that I don't know, and I wasn't prepared for it. So then I walk into it, and I'm like, panic.
So right now, even off camera, guys, there's no one here but me and her currently. So right now, you're in a good position.
Yeah.
Relaxed.
Yeah.
Let your hair down, really, physically and everything.
Yeah.
So going back to you and your people on the outside, how's that? Is that going well?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's good. It's good. It's good. Yeah, I'm being more social a little bit. When I say a little bit, I literally mean a little bit with my coworkers, and it's just a handful of them. I don't.
So does your cup fill quickly? Like you're like, all right, guys, good seeing you. I'm out of here.
Not just in work, just period. Like
Gotcha.
if I'm outside a lot,
Yeah.
my cup it feels.
Jesus
We
Christ.
gotta go
So okay,
back
let's
now.
take the same thing. You've been in relationships, obviously. You
Yeah.
dated or whatever. So let's say you and him are out and about around a lot of people. However, you kind of in your own little bubble because
Yeah.
you and him. Has that affected that too? And that
You mean like in my
yeah,
relationships?
like are you like,
No,
baby, let's get out of here. I'm ready.
oh yeah, like ready to go, but then am I ready to separate from him and completely be isolated? Is that what you're asking? Or
Oh no, we ain't gotta go that deep. Like, I'm saying like stick to the top layer. Yes, you're out and about with him. Y'all somewhere, right?
yeah.
But you've
I
had
mean, if we're
enough.
having a good time, no, we're gonna have a good time.
Okay.
But then just I might not want to go anywhere the next day or even the next weekend.
Even if he's like enthusiastic and say, "Let's do this," you still like, "Nah."
No, that's different. If he's enthusiastic about something, like he's really wanting to do something, then I'd go. I'd
Especially because
support
one
it.
thing about men, women may not think we listen.
Uh-huh.
We hear shit, right?
Yeah.
And y'all, even when you're passive aggressive, y'all say small little things like, "Baby, we don't really do much no more." Whatever you may say,
Yeah.
right? And so now we're like, "All right, it registers. Boom, baby, want to get out more." Now we do this, right? But you say you go back to being a hermit for a couple of days, but like, you know what? No, get your ass up. I don't want you saying in 2 weeks.
No, but see, I'm a little different. So I probably wouldn't say we really don't do anything anymore. I'd say, hey, do you want to go do such and such?
But that's passive aggressive still.
That's not. No, it's not. Hey, we ain't done nothing in a while. You want to go do this? Not saying I noticed that we don't do anything anymore, and expecting you to just turn the table. I'd be like, hey, let's. So and so is having this show. So and so is having this
Okay.
dinner and this tasting. Let's go see a movie.
All
Let's
right.
go out to you want to
Okay.
go eat this weekend?
Gotcha.
Like,
I got
something
you.
like that.
Like a casual conversation in
Yeah.
the relationship. Gotcha. Over
Yeah,
the phone
yeah.
or in person. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
now I consider myself a pretty straightforward and blunt person.
Yeah, I mean, just from our conversations here or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get right to it.
Yeah.
Now one thing, like I said, I talked to you. We talked about this before in the podcast. You are very intellectual and layered.
Yes.
Like you want to get to the root cause.
I do.
Even so, guys, if you've not been watching, she'll find the root. But in her mind, there's more roots underneath them roots.
There's always
It's like a fishbone.
run deep.
It's like a fishbone with her. It's like, all right, it's very, that's how she is.
Run deep. I'm just saying, they do.
So, like, just in theory, have you ever like had a conversation with somebody, and like you got the information you wanted, and you be like, all right, that's satisfying,
Yeah.
and never revisit?
What do you
In theory, like I know it may come up because it may have a certain situation,
Right.
It may relate
But am I trying to dig?
more, like,
No.
okay,
If I feel like you have really gotten to the root of what it is,
Yeah.
then yeah, no.
okay, good, because you don't want to belabor a point,
Right.
beat a dead horse, as they
Yeah.
say, because then you become annoying. Like
Right.
Dorinda, come on now,
Yeah.
they ain't gonna like shut the fuck up.
Right. Pretty much.
Yeah, gotcha. Say less.
Yeah.
Well, glad you're doing all right. Well, hopefully it worked on fucking run you off. You make a career choice and change your ass out of here.
I might.
Because one thing about the children, we kind of move on, but it's like you need the familiar faces.
Yeah.
And they need to have that growth like you spoke to before when we first introduced you to the people at home. If you were to leave or people like you leave on a regular basis, like you said, high turnover, it's just not, it does the children disservice.
Yes.
And, it's one of the things that I know it has its challenges in your line of work.
Yes.
But just, hopefully you can stick through it. They satisfy you from a staff standpoint and obviously in the money too, guys. Pay these people.
That too.
Because, if something, hey, I don't blame anyone. If a blessing come your way from financially, it's hard pressed to turn it down.
I will say with the positions that are leaving, because my team is solid.
Yeah.
We're straight. It's not specifically like the speech and audiology team that I'm speaking of.
Yeah.
Speaking of all other positions, really, they have the high turnover rates, and partly it's because they are overworked and underpaid. And then I can't say too much because I work
Yeah,
in
of
the
course.
state, but
Yeah, say less, say less.
When it comes to the higher ups,
Yeah, yes,
on all
yeah.
levels,
Yeah. Say less. Gotcha.
yeah.
But good seeing you as always.
Yeah.
So why are we really here, Mr. Render?
We're here to talk about those conversations
They need to be had.
that need to be had.
So while she's looking at that before she starts reading,
Yeah.
ladies and gents at home, she don't want to claim it. However, when I got the tag that certain such as tagged you in something, I saw her name.
Tag you.
I saw your name.
Wait.
So
Background. So what really
here go the
happened
roots.
was-
Here go the root guys.
Yes, we got to get to the roots.
Yeah.
What really happened was
Yeah.
is that I had seen one of my Facebook friends, whatever, she had posted this long post
Yeah.
about something that I really agreed with.
Uh-huh.
And so I shared that post, and then Bobby
Hold on,
Tibbs,
hold on. So, what you keep that, guys? What you just said?
I
Go
shared
ahead.
it on my personal page, of course, because
Yeah,
I'm like
I
with
agree.
it.
But keep going.
So then Bobby Tibbs gets on there and goes, "Is this a podcast subject or something like that?"
Correct, correct.
And I said, "Yeah, it could be." And then I
And
tagged him.
and
So
then, but however, so ladies and gents,
who initiated it for the podcast?
you,
No, it was Bobby.
because you shared it originally. You originally shared. You started. You
Oh
got
my!
the ball rolling.
But not
Had you not shared
you.
it, Bobby probably wouldn't have saw it,
True.
and he wouldn't have made the comment in which he said, which is why I knew. See, I gotta telling you guys. You want to dig a
Okay,
look?
whatever.
So anyway, what does this young lady speak to?
Okay, so I'm gonna kind of just read from the post. I'm
Oh, okay.
not name dropping anything.
Of course,
'Cause
of course
I don't
not.
know if she gives permission for that. But anyway, she was basically just talking about how, like us single people, we can get discouraged, and we know that there's like, Lord, we know you got somebody for us, but then because I found myself in her exact same shoes. She literally said, "So I know God will send my husband when it's time, but then again, I'm like, God, am I going to die without a spouse?" Been there. Been there 1,000 times over. I am 36 years old. I've never been married. I've been officially engaged once. I've been asked like 3 times. But
Okay,
even that engagement didn't work out.
Gotcha.
And then I like try to date, but then it just never works out.
Yeah.
And then it don't help this new yes, I'm on that Is This Your Man Arkansas page, and it just further feeds into my I ain't finna date no damn body because y'all all ain't shit. Anyway,
keep going with her post. I got so many follow up
I
questions.
have been in her shoes where she's questioning, is she gonna die alone? Like, because I don't want to.
Of course
She goes on to talk about like how she's not in a rush and that real love is an amazing thing. Again, something that I strongly agree with.
Yeah,
But where the meat comes in with
Yeah.
what she's talking about is that unconditional love, but there are still conditions in a sense
oh,
because
yes,
you have standards.
yes.
And she's being told that she's being too picky.
Okay,
And I'm like, no, she's not. She just has higher standards than these other folks that are saying that she's being too picky.
okay.
But for me, I think these are good standards to have when you're talking about marriage. Going like somebody that's always in the club, somebody that's always at the strip clubs, somebody that's drinking excessively, almost to the point to where
There's
you're
a-
borderline alcoholic. Or
Yeah,
maybe a high
there's
blood
something there.
alcohol.
There may be some problems.
Yeah. Got kids but don't take care of them. Have an issue with being a father figure for her kids, especially like with mine. Her dad is not a part of her life. So whoever is going to
Yeah.
be in my life, you are going to have to fulfill those.
Correct,
shoes.
correct.
All she got her uncles and her pawpaw. And
Correct.
That's it. So I'm with her on that. And I really like this one. One that doesn't go to church and can't pray with me and lead our family. Now, I used to be real heavy in the church. I'm not anymore. But I still very much believe in the Lord and love Him and all.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
pray and all of that stuff. So
Yes,
that's,
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
That's an important part to me as
I
well.
agree.
And especially the leading the family part. And then she goes on to say that I don't want to date you if we don't have the same views on how to raise our kids, how a household should be ran. I don't want to date you if you're so wrapped up in yourself and your job that you can't balance family life and genuinely spend time with me and the kids, creating memories, big or small. And then she goes on to say she's not shacking up. She wants to get married. And that it's just important for people to be their authentic selves and not to sugarcoat anything because sugarcoat what you desire because God made someone specifically for you, even when they seem non-existent. And then she goes on to say start having those conversations first thing.
All right. So that was very lengthy. I appreciate you because at first when we talked, you was going to kind of piece it together, but you went through the whole thing, and I like it because it gives full transparency of the overall conversation.
Right.
So now I'm going to respond as if you was asking me that, and you were her, and I'm going to kind of just bounce things off of you. We'll go from there. So back to the overall thing she spoke to in the beginning. God has someone for you.
Yes.
This is true, and what I believe as well. That said, I don't know the young lady, and I don't, what you currently may be going through. you know, it's a good chance her or even people at home, if you're watching, if you find yourself in the same situation, you may have already, unfortunately, not necessarily ran off the person that was for you, but the person may have been in front of you. Just you didn't pay attention to the signs, and you kind of just overlooked this individual, or had you maybe gave someone you've involved yourself with a little more grace, that could have been the person for you. You just didn't get a chance to get to that next layer or the next step, and you kind of cut bait with this individual, and so now they may not ever circle back.
But then I have to argue: is that
Go ahead.
really your person?
Well, but yeah, because like you said, you're 36, and this gentleman or gentlemen you may be in come in contact with, they may be they late 30s, early 40s now, because that's where your dating pool is. It should be. They count history. There's unresolved things from both sides,
Yeah.
and so with that said, you have to kind of like build that relationship. And then once let's say he gains, like, you know what, damn, Dorinda has some good information, some good points. That person could currently be in therapy. They just have to get through that next layer, but you have not been patient enough for them to even get there, in theory. But if you allowed that next step to take place or been there, then you may have gotten the results you were looking for.
Yeah.
And now y'all can kind of grow together, because now he's ready to lead the way he supposed to be leading, and then all those qualifications she had listed can take place.
Then it is. I'm a firm believer that what is meant to be will be.
Correct.
And if the timing it wasn't right then somehow it's going to circle back and the timing will be right.
Definitely does happen.
Yeah.
But that's not always 100% though.
Then to me, in my opinion, then that wasn't your person.
But then you're gonna die alone in theory.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be harsh.
Then
but
okay, so like she's saying, God, am I meant? There are some people that are meant to not have a spouse because they end up dying alone.
that's unfortunate. I mean,
Yeah, I agree. It's
Yeah,
completely unfortunate, but I'm a lover, so that's why I agree with that. But
Yeah.
like you asked my uncle, he ain't messed up about having somebody because he like his space.
and so personality traits do come into play. But God made man and woman for a reason. He wanted us to be together. It's very beneficial
Yes.
to have the person, especially in your latter years,
Right.
for sickness and health type stuff. Also, just companionship, and let's say you're blessed with riches, fortune. Not saying like a billionaire or some crazy ass 3-time millionaire.
I mean, I take it though, but
Of
yeah.
course you will. However, like whatever Dorinda wants to do, she can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun and all, but then like once you're traveling, seeing these different places in the world, you still by your fucking self.
Right.
You get out that nice
agree.
front side, beach side, front, whatever vista and shit, like
Villa
villas and shit.
And Turks and Caicos.
Yeah, but you're still looking gorgeous by yourself. It's
Right.
like, even from a man standpoint, well physically fit, looking good. I'll be remiss if I was like waking up, but I'm by
I
myself.
agree.
Like I tell my lady now, no, I could no, I'm not. No, it wouldn't be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, you may go to this nice, badass resort, casino, eating this steak, but you're sitting across the table by yourself.
Yeah. And see, to me, that's not. I wouldn't be living my best life like that. Like it may look like that to on my highlight reel on my social media because every time you look up, I'm catching flights. But that's lonely.
But even myself, if I were to see that,
Yeah.
I'd be telling myself like, but every time I see this, not saying you, but just in general, this person posting, they're by them damn selves.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes people don't want to show their work because they don't want you to like, girl, he look good, I want him too.
Yeah.
Or from a man's standpoint, damn, she fine, I want her ass, shit like that.
Yeah.
So you want to protect that person. But most times these motherfuckers be by themselves, and I'm like,
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, and I don't want that for my life. I would love. I've said it 1,000
Yeah,
times.
she
over,
looking,
I would
guys.
love
She looking.
to be in a healthy relationship. I want to be married. Like that is the goal for me.
Yes, ma'am.
But dating is hard because
Those
those characteristics that she's naming.
Yeah, because like I said, the club thing, and we're gonna really get deep in the next segment here. It's just we'll wait. So if you want to throw some handles out there, go for it. If you don't, at this point they know who the fuck you. But go ahead.
Yeah, y'all do know who I am. I am Oriana, ORIANNA_Dorinda, on all social media platforms except for Facebook, where I'm just Dorinda Alexander.
And also, Clyde was headed to the third, aka the Phoenix, as you already know. Put that same information in the search engine right here on YouTube. You can see all my independent films. You can go watch Next Door Strangers. You can go watch Clarity, which we're getting a lot of in this conversation. Go watch The First Dez. Dez 2 is now available. And be on the lookout for The Devil's Lobby. That's the next one up. First and foremost, too, real quick, for those who supported and watched Dez in the first week, now for the overall grand scheme, guys, it may not be a lot to you, but to me, we over 1,200 views in the first week. I am super ecstatic.
Yeah.
I'm thankful for those who have viewed it, even left comments, and hit that like button. I appreciate it because, listen, my overall expectation was like 500.
Yeah.
I was like, if I get 5, I'll be fine. But when I see we had like 4 something in the first 36, 36 hours, I was like, oh shit, we may get 1,000.
Yeah.
And then we start getting close to like 7 and 8. I was like, oh, we're going to get that 1,000.
Yeah.
And then now we're over 1,000. So now if I get 2, that'd be cool. So if you have not watched it, please do so. If you have, watch it again.
It's good. Go watch
And I appreciate you for saying that. Yeah. But subscribe to this channel and, of course, go over there and subscribe to that and support us, what we're doing. Are you being too picky at home? If you feel like you are, we'll have a further discussion on the back end on the next segment. But, yeah, we're going to break all this shit down. Subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching up to this point. JD, if he was here, he'll make fun of me.
You know it would.
Shout out to JD Hill. Shout out to Bobby Timms. Shout out to Monica. Shout out to Erica Kane, the big one, not the little one. And shout out to Kalandra.
Yeah.
We miss you this week, lady. We know you taking care of your personal stuff, your personals, as you would say. Yeah. But much love to you, too, as you keep manifesting your millions, girl. There you go, because the way she going, it's probably going to happen for this young lady.
That's good. We want that.
Yeah, no, everyone, I want everyone to, be happy in life, because happiness doesn't necessarily mean money all the time. But, you just want to have, the ability to do what you would like to do, live the life that you want to live. Because, to me, I don't believe in reincarnation. I think you only get one time at this.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, enjoy. Especially at our age, we're all plus 35 in this motherfucker. So it's like, time is of the essence. And, time ain't playing with your ass. So getting back to the discussion you were having about being too picky. So now, you do believe though, or you're of the mindset you can be too picky.
I think some people can be, yes. But to me, when you're being too picky, it's not about like these kind of expectations, characteristics, traits,
yes,
or
ma'am.
lifestyle habits. It's you being too picky when he gotta be 6 feet or taller. He gotta be this weight, size, body build, body shape, blah, blah, blah. He's got to make this much money and drive this kind of car. It's like when you looking for things that, to me, that doesn't have, like, real value. Because value is something that lasts a lifetime.
Yes.
And that's going to be what's in the roots, what's in the core, what's down inside of you. It's going to be your personality. It's going to be your leadership skills. It's going to be your hustle to make sure. Because you working at the Stevens building and you making 6 figures a year. But then what if something happens and you get laid off from that job?
Correct.
Or that whole corporation goes down and then you SOL. Then what are you going to do? Oh, now all of a sudden they ain't working this high corporate job making this money. You going to walk away because that's your standard? Like, no.
Of course. So back to this individual or just overall being, so yes, you can be too picky or you can just be picky in general. But at the same time, too, as you get older, you kind of have to lower you have to lower your expectations slightly because the pool is very, very small.
Yeah.
I mean, they always say dating at 40 is not fun.
It's not. It's dating at 35 plus.
Yeah, I mean
it's almost like dating at 30 plus.
Because there's a percentage of men and women who've already married, right?
Yeah.
So technically they're off limits. Now I'm not speaking to the infidelity, we're gonna leave that alone.
Yeah.
But we're speaking about they're off the table, right? Mm-hmm. Then depending on the city in which you live in, that gets the pool even smaller.
Yeah.
And especially if you want to stay within your race, which is fine.
Yeah.
With that said, the pool gets even smaller.
Yes.
And also, we have to put this qualifier out there because it's out here in society. heterosexual versus homosexual,
Yes.
bisexual versus whatever they're
Yes.
identified. That makes the pool even smaller. I'm not talking about the men who are on the DL. I'm talking about like
No,
these guys
like
who are.
openly,
Yes, that
yes,
makes the pool even smaller.
it does. And then you got to add in mass incarceration.
Frustration puts the pool even smaller.
Yeah.
So it's like once you
Yeah.
get to those particular qualifiers or whatever,
You also have to add in, especially for black women, or women in general outnumber men in
yes.
population.
So it's
And then
competition.
It's like twice as worse for black women.
Yes, and yes. But and all, so so it's gonna be very slim to none that you're gonna meet people at our age with no children, right?
Right.
So you're gonna be a step whatever.
Yeah.
In just.
It's funny that you say that because I actually prefer somebody with kids.
Well, 'cause they have a general understanding. They may have some more experience,
Yes.
and also when so especially in your case, are you still fertile?
I mean, I guess so.
But I mean,
I'm trying.
I'm not saying you're trying, but you can possibly
I mean,
you can
I'm
still.
36, so it's my chances are, once
You
you
can-
get 35, it's geriatric.
I agree, but I'm saying
But
technically, Dorinda can still get you can
yes,
get pregnant.
I could.
So with that said, what I'm getting to is a man with no children, right? Let's say let's say he's like, he had his shit together, he has a good salary, he's got his foundation, now he's ready to get out here, right? Boom, he meets Dorinda, boom. Generally, yes, if he had no children, he'd probably want to start his own family in theory.
Yeah.
That may become an issue because like, do Dorinda want to start over?
No.
So
she
boom.
does not.
So that makes your pool
issue.
a little smaller.
Yeah.
Getting back to what you said earlier, you prefer a man already with children because now he wants no more children either.
Right. And from the standpoint of like she's saying, like, do you even take care of your own kids? I need to see what kind of dad you are.
I agree.
Because
I agree.
like I'm picky about that.
Yeah, because this man would eventually, and especially, that's another challenge too.
Yeah.
You have a daughter, and I have two girls. My one older, she's grown, she graduated, and then my younger, she's about to be 12. So this is me. I'm speaking for me only, guys. What I'm about to say here. Yes, I will kill a motherfucker by my daughter specifically.
Yes.
And unfortunately, this not nothing new to society. It's been around since the dawn of man.
Yeah.
There are some guys out here. Now, around the clock 5,000 years, it was pretty common for people to start doing things with younger ladies.
Right.
We understand that. Fast forward to modern day, no.
Absolutely.
Just because she started her cycle does not mean she's ready for your grown ass to be messing with her.
Yeah.
And so with that said, you have to be very cautious who you bring around your daughter.
Yes.
Because she's going through her, puberty and her getting mature, right? Mm-hmm. She has to be, hey, you're not just a teenager. Your body's developing. You're not comfortable with yourself. You're like, what's going on? You're changing.
Yes.
So she's already like, Mama, I'm not comfortable with myself.
Yeah.
Now you have this potential man in the house.
Yeah.
You just got to be delicate with those situations.
Right.
So yes, you have to be very, shut up, phone. You have to be very picky of who you bring around your people. So and that just makes it more challenging.
Yes.
And back to your sample size of the man, how you handle this with his children. Yeah, because let's say he did have a young lady, a daughter. Like, okay, he's good with his daughter, so it's transferable skills. I say that.
Yes. It's a possibility, but
Yeah,
it's not guaranteed.
definitely not. No, nothing's guaranteed. So
Yes.
nothing's guaranteed. But it's just like, all right, I can work with that.
Yes.
But back to her standards and overall, it's like, it's tricky.
Yeah. But like I said, in my situation, it's not like my daughter is getting to do the whole two-family co-parenting, or me doing the co-parenting and all that stuff. She literally does not have, like,
so let's say
her grandpa.
So real quick. So let's just getting to know you a little bit. Let's say you do meet somebody, right? Let's say they are good overall, right? Let's say her father wants to come back in her life, so that comes with its own dynamic.
Yeah.
Because the man that I am, I would definitely have to give that man that level of respect because that's still his child.
Yeah.
And so with you being the mother, though, how would you maneuver with that? Because
at this
time has
point,
passed.
She's old enough now
Yes.
that she has a little bit more say in that when it comes to her father.
Okay.
So it's going to be more so not how I'm going to handle it. What does she want? What's going to be the safest for her?
Yes.
Because she has a lot of anxiety too.
Yeah.
So I got to take that into consideration.
How would you approach the man? Like, let's say you're let's say a year and a half in. I'm just being honest, being real. At this age, you kind of move a little faster because you don't have time to waste.
Right.
what conversation would you have with that man? Like how would you approach that with him? You,
On
the man that you're currently with, the father's coming back
like
into
if
place. The
we're
daughter wants to.
together, he's
Yep.
involved in
The
my daughter's
the
life.
daughter.
They build a strong bond and a
Yep. And then
relationship,
the
and
new
then
her father wants to say, and you like, but she wants to say yes. I want to still build a relationship with my daddy now.
yeah,
What conversation are you having with your current man?
that conversation. Okay, this has happened, and she said she wants this. What does it need to look like for our family?
So in your head, what do you think that like? I guess it's still she would be the one in the driver's seat. Your daughter would be in. Okay.
Kind of. I mean, with boundaries.
Yes.
I'm not going to let her make any decision that's going to put herself in harm's way.
So, so let's say the man you're currently with says, Dorinda, this is kind of what I'm thinking. I know this is not my child. However, I understand. I've been here.
Yeah.
I really don't like. Whatever. Would his opinion have any merit at all? Would,
It would. Well, wait. Are we married?
well, I'll go there.
Okay.
We'll skip straight to it. Yeah,
Like, are
we're
we
not
married or are we just
yeah.
boyfriend, girlfriend? 'Cause
You know I am about that.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, we married.
Yeah,
But
okay.
you guys are married.
If we are married,
Yeah.
then yes, I
He-
absolutely will take everything that he is feeling and saying into consideration because, like you said, he's the one that's here.
Yeah.
But I mean, I would believe and I would want somebody that's mature enough to be able to tolerate that situation in a very mature way, to where he'd be respectful of her, but still show her that he's supporting
Gotcha.
her. Still not changing how he is with her,
Gotcha.
and still letting her have that opportunity if that situation were to come about.
Understood. Because in the world, there's no utopia, and it never will be.
Yeah.
However, God did give us the ability to discern and make decisions, and we have to really and I'm with you. Sometimes we always speak about the generational curses and trying to stop certain patterns.
Yeah.
And it would be so nice had things worked out between you and him. And long term, y'all have had the family, the house, and then hell, you may have even had another child.
Yeah.
Potentially. Oh, I don't know, but
Yeah, no,
Haven't-
that's not. It's not on the wish list for
Oh.
this one.
okay, say less. Got you.
Done.
Got you.
I am done. One and done. No.
Got you.
So, future husband, please come with your own because I don't.
No,
want
I'm saying I hear you,
Get a
but I'm
dog.
saying but I'm saying maybe at one point had things went differently,
Yeah.
the potential for another child could have been on the come
Yeah,
on,
now,
be for
see,
real.
if you would have asked me like 3 years ago, even up to 2 years ago, I was down for it. I wanted a baby.
One the boy.
Yes.
That's cool. Because single child syndrome is real. I don't know if your daughter has
She
these.
does.
There you go. Well, see, there you go. Thank you.
And I try to teach her about it, but I mean, she is the only child.
Yeah, of course. And because but there's really nothing she can do because that's all she's. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's the structure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have 4, and I've always wanted a big family. Even when I was when I was a child, I was like, I want a big family. I wanted 5
Yeah.
when I was like young.
I come from a big family, so I always
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
that I was going to
Yeah,
at
yeah.
least at a minimum have 4 kids.
Well, minus take away 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But now, so back to the young lady and with her expectations of being picky. I mean, we can kind of transition to the second thing if you can pull it up real quick while I'm talking.
Yeah.
She, good luck to her. Like I don't know her age or whatever. Oh man, but for you women out there, I would say this: you can kind of help yourself out if you don't allow certain behaviors to take place and certain patterns to continue.
Yeah.
You have to, and also you have to be able to change your surroundings, your group of people that you deal with, because you can't want different results and continue to sound the same patterns, like
Right.
going to the same places, just doing the same shit. You got to change it up to be available for those particular suitors. To maybe, like I said, I'm all about a man leading, so you have to let the man see you first, court you, and then go forward with that. To the men out there, I know you're gonna go through a cycle where you're gonna have your fun. Get it. I've been there. Trust me. I get it. I understand. I got boys, and I'm going to do the same thing with them and have a conversation with them. Have your fun, but then get to a point, too, where you start to lead a certain way so you can kind of working on your legacy. Mm-hmm. And when you're doing so, man, you just got to come at these women in a certain manner where they can trust in you. Because as a father now, I'm going to get to a point where one day I'm going to have to give my daughters away. Mm-hmm. And I want to be able to be comfortable to know once I hand her over to her husband, She's covered.
Leave and cleave.
That part. And so it's like, with that said, men at home watching, you have to be able to be in a position where their fathers can trust in you, or they, fathers may not be in the picture for various reasons. You have to be able to cover that woman, because men are supposed to be the providers, security, stability, provisioners. And so you got to be able to be in that position to do so. And so you get to a point age where you can stop doing, have your fun. You got to that system. Now it's time to really, because you're going to have daughters potentially one day, and you want to have the same, like, damn, you know what? I was there, did my thing the right way. Now I can be comfortable to know that I can raise my family in a way where she can see an example.
Yes.
And hopefully when she brings guys around 16, 17, you can discern too with her. Like, no, he ain't right, baby, because your daddy was this way. She's seen years of examples how you treated her mother, so you can continue to get this thing going in the right direction.
Yeah. Let me jump in on that because it's so funny. I'm a daddy's girl, I'm a big old daddy's girl.
You sound to oorah.
And I always say, like, I need my husband to be able to take care of me just as good or better than my dad did. Or
Yeah.
like, I won't marry you because I don't need to marry a man and then still have to call my daddy for everything.
Yeah.
And I said that to a guy that was trying to talk to me one time.
And how did he receive this?
He flat out said that ain't fair.
That ain't fair.
That I can't do that and hold him up to those kind of standards because he's not my dad.
So question.
And then said that, and then he flat out said, "This is why I don't like talking to females that ain't got daddy issues."
So that's kind of
I was
strong.
confused.
That was strong. So my question, and like I said, did this gentleman have a father in his life?
I don't know. We didn't make it very far for me to get that far
Okay.
into
Because
to know. But I'm going to assume he did not. And I'm going to assume that he has a very controlling and kind of narcissistic and manipulative personality. Because if you are threatened by me saying, if I'm going to marry you, you have to be able to take care of me as good as my dad did, you got that, like, something's wrong there.
Yeah.
There's a disconnect.
Because I was going to say, because like, by just hearing that, that should be like expected.
Right.
Coming from
Right.
some kind of structure from your own past or this
Yeah.
person's past, it makes sense.
Yeah.
That's getting back to this. Now this is not on you. This is just in society. This is where the church, in my estimation, kind of fails sometimes because there's no education, there's no encouragement, there's no follow up on these particular structures and dynamics and understandings of the household.
Yeah.
This what should be preached. This prosperity preaching is getting out of whack.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't understand that, gentlemen. But yeah, go ahead, finish.
The song, well, like I said, because I was engaged before, so I was planning a whole wedding, had
Yeah.
the whole thing pretty much planned out. And the song that I said that I was going to dance to my father with,
Yes, ma'am.
that is how I knew I had to leave my fiance. I was like, because this isn't true.
What's the song?
It's called Daddy, and it's
Okay.
a country song, and I don't even like country music, but I was just looking for like different father
But the
songs.
lyrics resonate. It's okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's basically talking about how, like, she knew that he was the one because he reminded her of her daddy and takes care of her like her daddy did and like her dad did with her mom and blah, 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 blah. Like, all these lyrics that were just very much, and when I played it for other people and was like, this is the song, everybody started crying because they know my relationship with my dad.
Mm-hmm.
And so I, like, literally that one song was like, I cannot marry this man because it's not true.
To him.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And so, and I stand firm on that. If you cannot take care of me as good as my dad has or better, then you don't need to be my husband. And if it comes down to our wedding day and I'm dancing with my dad, the man that just gave me away on that day, to this song, every lyric needs to be true.
I got you. So, quick transition. What is the second part?
The second part is having those
Having
tough
conversations.
because the tough conversations lead to healthy relationships.
Okay, and I agree.
Yeah. But, and then just on the dating aspect of it, why are we, if we're not having those conversations and having them early on and being raw about what it is that we want, what is the whole purpose of dating? Because you're dating somebody that you're not equally yoked with.
Yes. Good luck out there. For the people that, oh man, it's tough. Like the relationship I'm currently in is pretty much long term. It's good. We're locked in. We will be married sometime next year. And so I hope for everyone at home, you find that individual, especially men, you just have to be, let's say you have 20 boxes. I would like to throw 20 out there. You have 20 boxes. If the person can check off 15 out of 20, as long as those 15, as long as the 5 that are not checked are not as important.
They're not extreme deal breakers,
Yeah.
and because I think it's important for people to have all their needs met, all their
Needs.
needs met.
Yeah. Gotcha.
But it's one of those. Maybe he's not there yet, but is it something that you see him striving to be and working towards?
Correct.
You know, like one of those things, because
Yeah.
nobody's perfect, and nobody's
Never will
gonna
be.
perfect.
Never
so
will
people
be.
need to stop expecting perfection.
Yes, and that's getting to the. Hopefully, you're not being too picky where you're looking for perfection, because
Yeah.
you have to quit looking for nothing's perfect.
Right.
Even the creation of us in this solar system, sure there were favorable conditions, but it wasn't even a perfect design then,
Yeah.
because things happen the way mankind has evolved. So it's like, stop it. And so getting to the 20 boxes, if they meet 15 out of those 20, and like you said, those not deal breakers, the other 5, yeah, man, it's time to, like, you know what? Let's do this thing. Let's quit playing. Because, like, God don't bless no mess, and you can't continue, like the woman said she wants, I'm not shacking. I kind of agree with that.
Yeah.
Because if I was her father, and I was 50, 60 years old, and I'm looking back at this situation like, damn, baby, you've been with such for like 5, 7 years.
Yeah.
Y'all living together, but y'all not married. What's going on?
Right.
Because I wouldn't be able to rest my soul on this planet at the moment, like, knowing that my daughter still may not be fully covered.
Yeah. Yeah. And see, and that's what makes dating hard for our generation, like our age, because men don't know. They don't know how. Like, I'm reading about it on a daily freaking basis on this. Like, I'm so serious. I am so serious about 90% of the posts that go through this Is This Your Bed Arkansas page, not about 90% of them have some kind of long-term girlfriend, live-in girlfriend, or wife.
So when you said it earlier, I was like, what the fuck is she talking about?
Yeah, it's been,
So
everybody knows about it at this point. It's been going around.
So this is strictly for the state of Arkansas.
And the females in it are messy. Y'all steady sending screenshots and telling folks who in there when that's not the rules. Like, that's not what you're supposed to do.
So you don't gotta go into like real much. Can you talk a little bit about this? Is it okay?
I can tell you that the purpose of this group was designed to help women stay protected that are truly out here trying to find their partner.
Gotcha.
And trying to make sure that they're not dealing with somebody that's abusive or dealing with somebody that's hoeing around or
Gotcha.
somebody. Like, we've actually saved some women from being with people that are known stalkers and being with people that literally have, like, sexual assault cases against them.
Say less. Gotcha.
You know,
Gotcha.
like
I got you.
things like that.
I
That's
got you.
the purpose of it, but it's
Gotcha.
yeah.
So, without getting off what it's actually about, and so you don't have to go too much in detail, from what your engagement with this particular approach to your dating, has it been beneficial to you?
Well, I'm not really dating right now, so I can't say if it has or if it has not.
Oh, you took yourself out the market?
I mean, kinda. I mean, I don't get out of the house. I don't do anything. I go to work. I go work out. I go home. I go to football games on Friday nights. I coach sometimes, and I will substitute sometimes at the dance studio.
Yeah.
But I don't have a life. I don't get out. Like, I thought about being social all week, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna call my friends and we're gonna get together. We're gonna do, even if it's just dinner. Friday came, what happened?
Wouldn't it be?
Nothing. Saturday, I was like, okay, I can do it today. Saturday came.
So
What happened?
it's not a. So just to get some more information, because now we're gonna dig to your roots a little bit. It's not a confidence thing, right? As far as like I say this, like I tell most of you women that come through here, as far as you guys are very attractive people, so it's not like you have
you have some insecurities, yes.
You have insecurities, even with your you made some progress in what your goal was to be from your clean thing you try to do, where you stuck with it a little bit.
I did. I made it through it.
Yeah, you got through it. You've got back to the gym routine. You're sweating your ass off. I see you.
Yeah.
You've lost the weight, and you still are insecure.
I
insecure?
still have some insecurities, yes, but that's one of those you'd have to ask the questions to get to the root of things. I deal with some. It's not so. Yes, I have relationship PTSD because that's a real thing.
Yes, ma'am.
But then I also have some trauma on things that were said to me as a kid, and I mean,
So now,
I'll just be completely transparent. I literally had my mother look me dead in the face and tell me that I am damaged goods and that no man could ever love me. That is hard to get over when it's been proven time after time that I've tried to be in these relationships and I'm dogged out, cheated on, beat on, or just flat out made to feel like I'm not good enough because you aren't even investing time in me.
Gotcha.
So I have to fight that.
I
So
got
that
you.
is the insecurity because when your own mother, the person that birthed you into
Yeah,
this
no, that's-
world,
that's
is
strong.
telling you that, it's hard to not hold on to that as your truth.
well, first and
And I
foremost,
have to battle that.
so first and foremost, you didn't have to share that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I respect that.
But that's the root stuff
Yeah,
you're talking about.
yeah.
And if folks don't ask the right amount of
Questions.
questions, they'll think that, oh, she's just being this way because she's
I know, I agree.
insecure about
So-
her weight, or she's insecure
Gotcha.
about her smile, or you know what I mean, something like that. When no,
I got you.
my insecure, it's
Damn.
they're deep rooted, deep rooted.
So here, recent years when you have went on dates and you've gotten in relationships with people, I'm pretty sure the man has complimented you, right? And been genuine with his compliments, right? Consistent with his compliments, correct? When these individuals were saying these things at that moment, did you believe what they were saying when they were saying it to you?
I am not a words of affirmation kind of person, so
So you had that.
getting a whole bunch of like I'm just now to the point to where I can take a compliment and not and be like, oh, thanks,
So-
but they make me uncomfortable.
Okay, so now when the gentleman, let's say the individual was following up with actual action, like you said,
Yeah.
investing with you, like one to fully like engage with you physically, not just a sex thing for fucking. I'm
Yeah.
saying like a brushing of the hair or
Yeah.
just massaging your shoulders.
Yeah.
Or even in the confines of the home, a slap on, something,
Yeah.
like, baby, you look good today, or whatever.
Yeah,
Did
that's
you believe?
right up my alley because
So you
physical touch is
Guys, so then you believe,
Yeah.
okay, so he said it, he's doing this,
yes.
he's locked in to this
Yeah.
degree.
Yes, I would feel very attractive, very much loved, and all of that stuff if the actions align with the words.
Gotcha.
But if it's just the words, then no.
I understand. That's understood.
But
So-
yeah, so it does affect like those kind of insecurities a little bit affect it. And then, like I said, I just not a single man has proved to me yet that there are not an available one, like a single one.
Yeah, I got
out
you.
in this world that has shown me that there are really some good men that are still out here that are actually ready and willing and wanting to be in a healthy relationship. Now, let me clarify that. I'm not saying that there aren't good men out here. The last guy that I dated, I stand firm that I believe that he is a good man.
Yeah.
He just didn't like me.
Pause. Do you have some more time, real quick, to end this correctly?
Yeah.
At home, get your shit together as men, please, so women like Dorinda can, run across to you, engage with you, and also hopefully you can get them out the market and say, all right, I want her, come with me, let's do this thing. Subscribe to the channel. We're going to continue to have this conversation. We're going to end this thing properly because I want to kind of keep digging a little bit
Get to the root.
those parts and have those conversations.
Yeah.
And hopefully you people at home are not too damn picky. But now, subscribe to the channel. We'll be right back. Like, you don't want to be 50 years old and
Single. I don't want to be 37
knitting
years
sweaters
old
and
and
shit.
single.
Knitting sweaters and shit. And,
Hell, I don't want to be 36 years old and single.
yeah,
I'm 36
you got your own
now.
fucking sheath shed and
Yeah.
fucking collecting cats and shit.
Yeah. Or but I am literally, I may come off as this, oh, I'm such a strong female and blah,
Well, you
blah,
have
blah.
strong tendencies about you.
Yeah, I absolutely do. I'm very spicy. I know that. But I can also be very, people like roll their eyes or whatever with this word, but very submissive to one that proves that he can lead
I don't
and
think-
that I can be submissive too. But I'm also very much I'm a big baby at the same time. So like, for example, like when the tree fell on our house and I
Yeah,
was just kind
that's-
of going through a whole bunch of other stuff on top of that, and it just seemed like
Compound,
yes,
yeah.
in those moments, I don't want to be strong. In those moments, I want to lay in somebody's chest and cry.
And what you should.
And, you know what I mean?
'Cause that's-
And
But when you just said about being submissive, I don't see why. Who rolling their eyes? Is women rolling their eyes?
Yeah, women are rolling their eyes a lot with that word.
Because they said, fuck me, girl. I ain't doing that shit.
Yes, it's too.
That's
Like,
that masculine
over
energy. They're tapping into their masculine too much.
Yes.
So I don't roll my eyes because I'm a traditional side of
Yeah.
things where, yeah, that's where you're supposed to be.
Right.
You're not supposed to be the one. Let's say let's take little simple things in the household, right? You're married. When it comes to like where the man sleeps in the bed,
Yeah.
he's supposed to sleep on the side where the
Where the
door
door
is.
is,
So
yeah.
if something breaks in, he can be the first line of defense. If there's a fucking noise outside at night, he's supposed to be the one investigating.
Yeah.
Now I know there's women out there who can get the strap to and ready to go, get the blicky. Come on, baby, we both can do this thing.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
But in theory, the man's supposed to investigate.
Right.
Baby, lock this door.
And
Don't
that's
come
how
out.
I was raised that way. I was raised
Yeah.
by a man that my daddy is my protector.
Yeah, and that's the way it should be. So when you say submissive, it's like that's the way it should
Yeah.
be. So we was just discussing before the break as far certain qualifications that the man needs to be able to allow you to feel comfort and things you're looking for, getting bored to like words of affirmation, but at the same time following with physical action to back support that. What as far as more like not just the physical insecurities, but it's like, do you actually feel like when do you have in your mind like, okay, if I'm not married by this, it's pretty much over? Are you don't say now. Don't say now. Oh. Really? Right now?
I mean, I'm getting closer to 40, so
It's not over, Dorinda,
I
though.
mean,
Maybe. I don't know. It
I'm not
sucks.
feeling too encouraged right now to get out there and date.
But how can it change if you're not getting we talked about this before in past podcasts. And I'm still gonna see some ideas when I find some shit that, hey, Dorinda, you may want to be here.
Yeah.
But you have to get up and do something.
I
know it's
but-
football season now. Friday and Saturday is pretty much booked
Yes,
for mostly. However, it's a Thursday sometime. You can just make yourself you have to get out of here. Not just on the groups that you're on social media. Be physically a part of the damn. You live in a fucking city. This ain't a country ass town. I mean, it's country motherfuckers throughout the damn city. But this is an actual thing. There are things going on.
I know.
There's places you
but
can go.
I'm not.
If you were ugly, Dorinda, I would get it.
Like the most
But it's like-
antisocial, social person.
It's-
Like people look at me and they get to know me and they think that I'm this really extroverted, outgoing person.
You come off as that.
I know, but I'm really not. I'm not.
Cause you don't even come off like socially awkward.
I can fake it. You saw that. I can fake it. I can fake it till I make it, but I be panicking on the inside. I was sweating.
Like,
Yes,
really?
yes.
In that moment?
Yes. Yes, this is not a joke. I have improved a lot because the old me would have had to completely walk outside and get some fresh air. I didn't have to do that. I just had to come sit
So,
where there's not a lot of
just
people
real quick
for a second.
then, when you so that's like what was keeping you centered? Just going back and forth, pacing yourself, doing what you were doing.
Yeah,
And
and
then-
coming in here.
and then when we got
sitting
started,
down.
you was like,
and
boom.
then even if you notice, I kept standing right there in front of the clarity sign and just kind of.
Yeah, I know. I noticed that
And
because
then
I
I
thought,
was like,
but I thought
no.
because you didn't have to go. So 'cause I thought in my head it was like it would make no sense for her to keep going on the other side because she had to come back over here anyway.
No, that was because I was internally panicking a little bit.
Well, I wouldn't let nothing happen to
No,
you,
I know that it has.
and I would never
nothing to do with
I would
that.
never put you in a position where. I hope you trust my judgment.
I don't think it wasn't even anything like that. It's not me thinking that I'm in harm's way. I honestly can't explain it. It literally is just anxiety. And it was how many? 4 new people, 3 new people.
3,
Three
yes,
new
yeah.
people in here that I didn't know.
At all, first time
At
seeing
all.
them. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, and so I'm used to just our little smaller group of people. And
Mm.
usually if it's going to be somebody, well, there's been, like, you'll be like, okay, so-and-so and so-and-so is
So,
coming. But I'm usually first to get here, so
Gotcha.
you tell me, and then I'm prepared.
Yeah, so so now going forward, just for your own sanity, I guess I'll say, if someone is fresh that you never, this is something about Arkansas and Little Rock specifically. Typically, there's 2 degrees of separation generally.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's 3, but it's very rare to have
Yeah.
3, right? So I'm thinking in my head, especially in our line of work, you probably met these people in general.
Yeah.
But not going forward for your
No,
for
not
doing
the
this.
person that's in the house all the time. I ain't
Not
met
but
nobody.
see, we just met within the past. It ain't been a year yet, right?
No,
So with that said, I don't know who you know,
Yeah.
right? And so, but going forward,
You should
I
always assume that I don't know them.
not from this conversation.
Because I
Yes,
don't go anywhere.
understood.
Like,
So what I'm gonna do is, if we do have fresh faces, I'm gonna say, hey, just let you know this person, and I'll even send you some links.
you ain't gotta do it. It's not that. It's not
I don't
that.
know.
I manage it well because you had no idea, and you wouldn't have known had I not said anything.
You're right. So, but back.
So I do manage it well, but that's like I said, and even like I said with the last guy that I dated, that's what I was saying. I was
Yeah.
like, I stand firm in believing that he is a good man.
Yeah.
He just didn't like me, and so.
So can you ask? Did you ask why? What did he not like about you?
I don't know.
If you had to guess, what? I mean, you have to have some kind of.
I really, so just
Be
some
honest.
people just, I really don't know. I don't. He would say that he liked me. He would say that because he's the type of dry sense of humor that his sense of humor is kind of poking fun at certain aspects of you, like.
Okay, I get you. I get
You
you.
know what I mean? And so, but after so many times of you doing that and never throwing in a compliment in there, I even got to the point I was like, what is it that you actually do like about me?
And what
he
in
would
response?
say all of the things that he's observed
He
about me.
he will
from-
list.
Yes,
But then, like you said, so going back, what we just said, 'cause I learned in real time. When he was saying these things, his actions were not following and supporting those things,
Right.
which gave you more clarification. This nigga don't like me,
Yes,
and that's when you removed yourself.
yes. Well, not immediately because we dated for almost 9 months. So not immediately. I would talk to him.
Hold on now, this is same. It's coming together. Like, is this the same individual we've had prior
Yes.
conversation about?
Yeah, because I've only dated one person.
Yeah.
Outside, like from
Yeah,
my
yeah,
last
yeah.
relationship, which was about to be 3 years ago in February. I've only dated one person since then.
Go, keep going though. Damn. So keep going.
So yeah, so it wasn't immediately because, like I said, I don't expect anybody to be perfect.
Correct.
And on paper, like I said, he's a good man. There are a lot of qualities in this person that I feel like is husband material. It could be
For someone else though.
Yes. Yeah, for someone else.
Yeah.
Because at some, like, sometimes it's not even about, like, it's just some people just aren't compatible. Like,
No,
chemistry.
no, it makes sense. No, you're right.
And I think that might just be that situation.
So since as of this recording, you guys no longer communicate at all, right? Good. I mean, because why waste your time and continue to pour into something that's really going to bear no fruit?
Yeah, we have not spoken
Which
since
is fine.
around my birthday, like mid-August.
So it's been some time removed. So now that this time has been removed, have you gotten this individual, like whatever it is about the person out of your system in general? Like,
I mean, I've accepted it for what it is. He wouldn't, that
No,
movie,
but-
he's just not that into you, or is that a book? One of them.
it's a movie and shit, bring them both.
Yeah.
Because, like, we don't got to get too graphic with you, but generally speaking, when someone is around each other for 9 months,
Yeah.
you're fucking. Shit like that taking place. There's some kind of, chemistry there, soul
Yeah.
ties, whatever you may call it. And even if you kind of step away from, say, 3 months or whatever, or 4 months, it's still like there are certain times, not saying you, but you maybe laying in your bed or while in your house, or it could be a place where you guys went here, and you drive past it. It's kind of like still,
Still memories.
yeah,
And
and it resonates.
We still had our good moments that I think about sometimes.
So
but
and there you go. So that's
I
why I'm.
stopped myself dead in my tracks when I let that happen because why? Why am I doing that? And my therapist is the one because I would go through those. Oh, I miss him. Oh, I miss him. And my therapist straight up said to me,
And that's why I was gonna get to you.
What is it that you miss?
And that's
because
what
my needs were not getting met.
There you go, and that's what I was getting to. Because sometimes people we're not around each other any longer, but still.
But for me, I was missing the idea of the person that I made him out to be.
Which he was not.
He was not living up.
Which
to
is
that person.
and that's fine.
Yeah.
So now, scrub the thing, blah blah blah. Starting fresh. We need to get you out. You at home. You, the woman over there. We got to get you guys out here, so our hope won't be lost. Cause I don't know, Dorinda. I just don't. Man,
Listen,
43-year-old Dorinda. That hurt my heart. Like, damn, you still
I
ain't.
know. I say it all the time. At the rate I'm going, I probably won't get married till I'm like 50. But I hope not. I pray not. I would like to meet somebody fairly soon and be married before I'm 40. If I could have it my way. Hell, I would have been married already if I could have it my way. But
I understand, but you gotta get out there though.
I
You
don't
gotta
get to have it my way.
quit sitting at the damn house.
I
Get dressed. It ain't sundress season no
just
more.
come here.
But you're coming here and you're gonna probably go straight to the motherfucking house when you leave here.
And I'm washing
Getting
my face to get this makeup off, and I'm
do
putting
you
on
and do the 49ers play
relax.
today?
Yes, they playing already.
Oh, they already we missed it.
Yeah.
Did they win?
They just no, they're just it's 12 o'clock. They play it.
Yeah, so you're gonna probably
Yeah.
wrap yourself up and watch TV and eat,
And get ready for the work.
get overworked.
Get ready for the work.
Good old challenges at work. Well,
Get ready
Dorinda,
for my gym days and
yeah. Now you get like you said, you're getting it in.
yeah.
You do an hour? Is it 30 minutes or what are you doing?
I'm usually there for about an hour and a half, hour 15. Except for when I go to like the regular gym, then I'm only about 45 minutes.
Are you doing any weight training?
Yeah, ish.
No. The answer is no.
No, I picked up some weights the other day.
I picked up. You hear that, guys? I picked up some weights.
What?
Are you doing like? Are you breaking the body down? Like, for example.
Yeah, like yesterday when I was at the gym, I just focused on like my arms, up shoulders, upper body stuff with actual.
How many?
weights.
I know, but how many sets are you doing?
So I have the Peloton app, and I go to Peloton gym, and I pull up a routine, and I do however many it tells me to do.
Okay, so you have some kind of system.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
And that's
So
working.
it's not
And
just all cardio.
do you feel strong?
Yeah, I climbed a flight of stairs, 2 flights of stairs the other day, and did not lose all my breath.
Now, hold on. How many stairs was in this flight?
Enough to where usually I would take the elevator because I don't.
Are we talking about 12 per rack? Or what are we doing here?
I'd have to.
Just guess.
Okay, yeah, about 12.
Don't lie.
No, I'm serious. About 10 to 12 steps per.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. But you only went up there once?
No, these are stairs at work. My room is upstairs.
Got you.
If I want to go to the bathroom, if I got to get out the building.
So about 5 times a day, you're probably going up and down these
yes,
things.
But
Gotcha.
here lately, or before.
Are you running up like, oh, you're excited?
I was not taking the stairs because I'd be winded halfway up. And then by the time I get up there, I can't even carry on a conversation because I can't breathe.
Oh, my goodness.
So,
Well, if you ever get to a point, Dorinda, no, you're not get this way, but if you ever get to a point where you tying your shoe and you get winded, that's a problem.
I wasn't there.
Don't regress.
But I could not make it up a flight of stairs without completely losing my breath.
You.
And I did it last night or yesterday at my other nephew's football game.
Yeah.
Arkansas Baptist.
Yeah.
They won. Whoop, whoop. Shout out to the nephew.
You have your voice, so you mustn't do too much screaming.
No, I did, but just not on the level of what I did when it was the Conway Bryant game.
Boy, some months ago,
whole different.
This motherfucker couldn't even speak. Barely.
Hell, a week ago I couldn't speak. 2 weeks when was that game? Yeah. A week and a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
But that was because it was like back to back to back.
Yeah.
Football games like twice. 2 in a weekend.
Yeah.
Because I was going to all those college games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot going on.
Yeah, I did.
Out the house, but not for that particular reason, but you was out the house at least.
I mean, I get out the house to go like support my family.
Yeah, beautiful.
Stuff like that.
Beautiful.
I'm very family.
So now, but you need to need to get out here and take care of your own family in the house.
No, but back to what I was saying, because I don't shy away from these tough conversations either, and so people know my expectations when they're dating me from jump, and they claim that they have the same intentions, but it don't ever.
So in your past, whatever, when you had your first, you sit down with this guy, y'all order food, are y'all getting right to it?
Yeah, it's me. You know we are, because I'm gonna ask the question.
I would even went into bed before y'all went and had dinner. Y'all probably got right to it over the phone.
I mean, some stuff. I try to have like a little balance to not be too weird about it. But, yeah.
Because you don't want to overwhelm the gentleman, but I didn't say you want to kind of get.
But at the same time, I don't want to waste my time or his. So if we don't want the same things, then what's the point?
I agree. No, it makes sense.
And we're too old to be playing.
I agree.
What's your favorite color? Like, huh?
Oh, who?
That
that came up with you recently?
I've had some people. Yes.
Like in the initial conversations?
Yes.
Someone
30
something years old asked Dorinda Alexander.
What's your favorite color? Yes.
He led with this?
No.
I was gonna say.
No, it wasn't. He didn't lead
Are we 14, 15?
Exactly. That's the point that I'm trying to make. and then It's like the people that are the men. I don't know. They ain't faithful. They ain't
Well,
control
that's
over
that's
themselves.
different. That's another conversation we can have. We've had listen. Get the faithful Dorinda. Now, if you had are you expecting this in the first 3 months?
No,
I often
I'm
say,
expecting it after the conversation is had that we're exclusive though.
okay, no, understood. Now, when that
So if that
when
happens within the first 3 months, then yes. If that doesn't happen within the first 3 months, then no, I wouldn't be expecting anything.
got you, but once you had a conversation,
Yes.
as of this conversation, whatever you got going on, stop it
Yes.
because I want all
If
your focus on me.
if we have that
Got you.
conversation that this is we doing this and it's exclusive, we're not going to be dating other people. Then
Yeah,
that I expect you to
I understand.
follow up on your
And
word.
hopefully, when you make that decision, you're doing everything you need to do to be available in that aspect.
Yeah.
Because people have urges and needs, and
I
they
got my own hell.
say less. I just want to make sure. Because some people be like this, and this, and then when things need to get started, head hurt, too tired, long
No, I don't
week.
have
No,
those
not
problems
tonight.
at all.
Got you.
If anything, in my last situation, I was the one that was like, "Bro, what's up?"
Because you may be playing catch up.
Listen,
Yeah. He's like, oh, I had some time where I didn't have any action. Now I need to catch up. I understand. Say less. That's cool. Any
no, not even catch up at that point. It's just getting on regularly. A little bit more than like once a month. He didn't like me. I'm
No,
so
well,
serious.
yeah. That's different.
Like if we just,
That's
he
crazy.
did not like me. He just, I think he liked me as a person and maybe even as a
So
friend.
I was gonna say y'all have been better off this homeboy, homegirls.
Yeah.
But fuck that.
Not necessarily. I mean, I don't hate him.
No, I didn't say you hated him. I'm
Yeah.
saying this, but you don't really. Do you really want another homeboy right now?
No, I
Exactly.
don't,
That's what I'm
which
saying.
is
Fuck
why
that. That's what I'm saying. Fuck that. At this age, I'm done having homegirls and homeboys.
Yeah, I got enough of those. I'm
Yeah.
not a.
Yeah. No. Any final thoughts for the people at home? Go ahead.
Have the conversations early. Don't shy from them. Be straight up. Fellas, if you just want to fuck, say so. Give the woman an opportunity to choose for herself if that's what she wants to do. And if it's not, and you both know that y'all want completely different things, leave it right there. Don't keep playing with it for no reason because somebody's going to get hurt.
No, for real. Is it? All right. Like, just kind of second what she spoke to. And like I said, if you're out there, guys, and like I said, I'll talk to the men first. Lead right. Quit playing, especially at this advanced age. You would think that you'll be tired of playing because it ain't fun after a time. It can be. So I've been on both sides as far as being out here doing, having options. And yeah, it can be fun. There's certain aspects, and we'll talk about it at a later date. But yeah, you do get to the point where like it'd be so much. It's to me where I'm at now. It's just better to have that one person and just kind of know it's locked in and
Yeah.
y'all solid.
And
It's
then
fun.
folks nasty. It's too many diseases.
Well,
going
that's
around
another
and all
conversation.
that,
That's another
but
during that's another conversation. Cause I could go at length with that.
Folks are nasty. I don't.
Uh,
They are.
say less.
All these
Like,
STIs.
hey, listen. I'm trying to spare you and the people at home because I can keep it real. And y'all don't want that smoke and you don't want that smoke either because you don't stop it.
I don't need the smoke because I ain't doing shit. So
Men lead, women have discernment. If the guy's not leading in the right direction, cut bait then.
yeah,
Don't drag yourself along because then you're gonna be mad at yourself for sticking long term or longer, and things don't turn out the way you wanted it to turn out.
make your list too. Don't be so picky and stuff that's not gonna last a lifetime. You need to look for core values and roots of a person that can withstand the test of time because that's what it's about. Love is timeless. Love is for the rest of your life. It's not something that you pick based on how tall a man is and how much money he has in the bank.
There you go.
Find you new sets of values.
But thanks for watching. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Go ahead, Dorinda. Once again, where can these people find you and hopefully court you?
They can find me at home. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, don't do that. Because her daddy was a Marine, and she may know some things with that. Don't find that home, please. Don't leave that first.
No,
Don't come to that place.
I'm kidding. God, do not.
Yeah,
Do not.
yeah.
Okay, Oriana_Dorinda or Dorinda Alexander on Facebook.
And Clyde will say the third. That's on Facebook. Of course, here on YouTube. You can follow this particular channel on YouTube. On Facebook as well. That's 501 or Little Rock Witty, and also on Instagram. That's 501 Witty on Instagram as well. Yeah, pretty much. Just have fun out there in the world. Merry Christmas in advance. Happy motherfucking Thanksgiving if you haven't already celebrated at this recording. And the New Year's upon us, Dorinda. We're getting very, very close. If Dorinda, I'm thinking about myself because maybe this year's pretty much done. Hopefully in 2024.
Hopefully.
We out of here. Bye, guys.